Hello. Hey, Trench. Doing pretty good. How about yourself? Yes, the mic is working today. The worst part is right there ish. I got a little bar that shows me the volume of the microphone that I just clearly did not pay attention to at all. I need to put like a big green light or something up here. Let me fix my lighting real quick. It's pretty good, I think. Hey, Nestor. All right, so Maya with the tier 1 sub, which it doesn't say in chat, but for 40 months. Thank you for that resub. Trenchfoot, 3 months in a row. Thank you for that, Twitch Prime. 3 months in heaven. Just glad you're enjoying it. You started a hype train too. Alright, so last time we were working on, so we cleaned up our objective to be event based, to clean up some of the spaghetti that was over here. And now we're cleaning up the, I guess we're calling this the alert UI. Just something that'll show up on this side of the screen over here when you pick things up or remove things from your inventory. Trench with the gifted sub to Nestor. Thank you very much for that gifted sub, Nestor. Welcome to the subscriber community. Enjoy all the additional panda emotes that you have now. I don't remember. I think it's these two. These are the two that are tier 2 and tier 3. All the other ones are either follower or tier 1 emotes. Trench. 300 bits. Level 1 completed. It sounds like a little away from my mouth then. Level 1. Hype train complete. Thank you for those bits, Trench. I gotta be careful, because that's a tongue twister waiting to happen with Bits and Trench. Thank you for the sound check. Alright. Event log, that's what we called this. So we started working on this at the end of the last stream and just ran out of time. So we're gonna keep working on our event log. So for right now, I'm just gonna set up a quick input here to test some of the stuff. So what we should do here something good. Just set up some quick logic here to trigger this logic. On this here, we'll trigger this. So when I press R, I should trigger this logic, which isn't tied up to show anything yet. So that's what we're going to work on right now. So sequence 1 here is adding things to the list. Basically a queuing system here. So when we add things, it'll just queue up. So sequence 2 needs to be a gate node up here as well. We'll activate. This will be open by default. Get list element by index. always want to get the first index for both of these. I gotta make sure. Okay, I am activating these when they're being added to. They'll get fed into these nodes. Alright, put a trigger node here. This will activate the trigger node. The trigger node will activate both of these and close this gate. Then I think what we want to do is I probably need another string and a color, because for whatever reason it doesn't usually like it when you work straight off the element that you get out of a list. You got to put it into a variable to use it. That one will set the string. This one will set the color. And then this just needs to there and update. No, so what I need to do now is I think we're gonna do something like this. This will set all of these strings. This will set all of these colors. These get activated. I can probably just have it on the string, but we'll see. And then I just need some logic that tracks which one's being used. So what I can do is on index out of bounds, we'll reopen this gate. That just means we finished the list. So if something else new gets added, we can trigger the gate because we've reached the end of our list. No, we actually don't want that happening there. What we want I wish gates had like an open and closed outgoing event. Do one thing if the gate's open, do the other thing if the gate's closed. So that would save me the hassle of having to do it with branches. So false here, false here, false here. True, just activate these. True here activates these. True here activates these, and true here activates these guys. Which again, we're gonna do this of the trigger node specifically, so we can do a handful of things here. Let's bring that back so I can actually target things. I need a Boolean. It's gonna feed this. I see that the hype train finished, so congrats to everyone that got some kind of emote. This is just so we can, I think I don't actually need this. I can just do like this. When this is activated, I need this Boolean to be false. I need a delay. Just hide that and set this back to true. Delay will be 5 seconds for right now. Do that. Let's put these over here. Look at that, Trench. You got that train conductor badge. Alright, so we're just gonna duplicate all of this. This delay, we'll need to hide this one. This will need to activate this guy. Both of these will just feed into this one. Repeat this for these guys.
Hope once lived in my keyboard, each line a spark of light. But I'm losing track of reasons, trapped in endless night. I watch the code twist into knots.
Then this trigger needs to activate this one. This trigger activates this one. This delay hides this one, and this delay hides this one. I'll just slot this logic to there. I need to lift these guys up real quick. Because I need true here, true here, true here. Hey, Naya. You missed the hype train that Trench started. Welcome. Hope everything's going well. Pop those down so everything's lined up. Let's lift these guys up for a second. Death Games. I don't know if that's what I want this to do. On each end of the delay, it'll trigger for the next thing. I think I would like each one of these trigger the next thing. No, actually, it's not what I want. I don't think I want any of those. Because I need to remove. You even told them I was starting? Naya redeemed the on-screen. I didn't see. Did it come up? Did it show an on-screen celebration? Awesome. I need a remove list element. Remove list element. These will need to remove from index 1 always. Tons of little cheer bears. Perfect. on element removed, we can re-trigger this. But all of these will need to trigger both of these. So I just want to make sure both of these are always triggered with less spaghetti. So we'll do something like this. Each one of these finishes will remove. I'm just thinking if that's going to be a problem. I think I should remove them.
My scribbled notes are scattered. I'm haunted by mistakes.
I remove them all from the delay, which will trigger the next one to go. But how does it, how do I tell it to when this displays, it should just trigger the next one. I think that's what we're going to do with all of our trigger nodes here. So all of these will trigger this guy over here. And then whenever this gets indexed out of bounds, we'll just reopen our gate here. So now the question is, does any of this work? So I set this test up to see I need to turn those to not show at start, so they're not just there by default. I'm a little curious why I'm starting at the beginning again. My checkpoint's not saved for some reason. Auto show on start. Turn that off. Press R, nothing happened. Pressing R, nothing's happening. And my objective UI is showing up there. So that's something I need to account for. This needs to not be on what event is that? Intro cinematic complete. This defaults to start intro. So on start intro, it just needs to hide the objective. then the first objective that shows up should show it. So make sure that works. Yeah, so the objective thing that was up here is gone. And then just to verify, once it gets through the intro here, it should pop up with your objective. Yep, there it goes. It shows maybe a little bit early, but we can adjust that timing at some other point. So now, back to this thing. When I press R, should update this value that has no name. I know when I did this, I had a pattern that I followed for this naming. Hey, Nutri. How's it going? This will be add event log color. This will be add event log text. And then this will be show. I've been trying to be very descriptive with my event names. So when I get to the point that I start publishing some of this stuff, I don't have to worry about my event names conflicting with other people's events, because they're very specific to what they're doing. Okay, my R key is still not doing anything. That's ultimately my goal, is regardless of how complex the logic is behind the scenes, I want to just make clean interfaces that are easy to interact with and don't cause issues. Other people can just throw in their arcs and it just works. So what I would like to do here, on value updated, I want to see that I'm getting a value here. I'm not doing anything here. Which I think is fine. Add event log. Let's go in here and be like, show event log. Let's see where this is breaking down at. Add event log, show event log. So it's got there, it's gotten all the way to the show event log. It's just not showing it. So let's see what's happening here. So I know I'm getting to here. This activates this trigger. Should be activating both of these get list element by index. These actually need to... This isn't affecting this yet, but it would eventually. Those will need to activate that, and because I need that to happen, I actually can't have that activate. I need a sequence node here. I need this to be in sequence. Sequence 1. To activate these. This will activate sequence node, and sequence 2 will come over here and do that. Okay, so now I need to know what's going on here. There's no update function on these, so I don't need to call. There is an update function. Let's make sure we're calling that. Let's make sure that's getting all the way through to where we want it to be. Add event log, show event log. I'm not getting that log we just added. So we're not getting that far. So all of these default state should be true. Yeah, I was never activating this, so that's problematic. It's definitely queuing things up, but it's not showing anything. Why is it not showing anything? Let's do index out of bounds. Let's make sure we're not getting this index out of bounds. Make sure we're actually triggering. Make sure Okay. Looks like it's hooked up correctly. Let's make sure we're not getting an index out of bounds. We are not getting an index out of bounds. So why is nothing showing up? This guy, show event log, first position. We make sure pretty sure all of those are set, right? Not getting that far. Why not? This is not hooked up. That's why. Thought I hooked all of these up. That one's hooked up. I must have just missed this one. Okay. Let's see if that was the issue. That's problematic. So when I activate that here, should set that to false and activate this delay. And then it's going to grab the next one, which there shouldn't be one. There will be one. There will be one, because that same one's still there. Let's not do that. Let's grab all of these. All of these. Just remove the text that it's displaying from the list. Then trigger the logic to start the next one, which will only do something if there's another item in the list. So I press R. Index out of bounds. So show event log position, index out of bounds. You can see on the left there, they're showing up. Why aren't those ones going away? Alright, the first one seems to be working. At least the text does. What color am I setting here? Did I not set a color? I did set it to white, so let's set this to where do I have it's just in here? Yeah, let me grab this color. I wish these because you can make color palettes up here of the colors you're using, right? That you can then share between all your color pickers, so you can keep consistent with your colors. But every time you reload into Arcadia, it's gone. I didn't even look at... Alright, so the color's working. But only the first one's disappearing. So let's take a look at our delay nodes in here. For these three, yeah, they're never being activated. So these three trigger nodes need to be activating these delays too. So that's why those aren't ever disappearing. There is some weird thing where the first one isn't showing up, and then everything after that seems to be working. Like first one there, I can see the logs, but nothing shows up. The second one, the third one, the fourth one. They're all showing up. Hey, Magi. $44 months. Thank you for that resub. Hope you had a good nap. Okay, so when it queues things up, it breaks things. And that is because I think I originally had this backwards. The delays, almost 4 years. Almost. like all of these delays just need to re-trigger this when they're done. And I think anytime this gets an index out of bounds, we just reopen the gate here. I think this is what we want. All that in there. Let's get rid of these logs because these guys and these guys aren't really helpful anymore. Is that the part's solved? I'm going to keep those logs for right now. Not really sure what the deal is with this first one not showing up correctly. So interestingly, if I queue up, I added 3 more to the queue. First one goes away and the second one goes away, 1 more comes up. But the other 2 that should have been queued are gone. So somewhere it's losing them. Which would be no available slots. Let's see if that. I'm just curious if all of the extra ones are going through this loop or not. No available slots. They're not. That's a whole lot of index out of bounds logs. Let me see if I can get through to our checkpoint. That spaceship missing something on it?
Inherited chaos, tangled in my mind. Old projects left behind, shadows I can't find. Every line a memory, every bug a scar. Struggling with the past, wondering who we are. Whispers of mistakes echo in the night, trying to break free, searching for the light. Can I rewrite the story? Let the old ways
What happened to my dialogue?
or am I bound by legacy? Moving too slow. Legacy cold,
Hydrate?
legacy self, haunted by the echoes of forgotten shelves. Fighting through the shadows, seeking clarity. Breaking chains
I don't have any water. That's the best hydrate I can do. Soda is hydrating, correct? I don't know what happened to my dialogue there. It's working here. Alright, so that should be our checkpoint. So I don't have to keep going through the cinematic at the beginning. Assuming the checkpoint's still working. Really concerned about what happened to all of this. Rella with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. I see you changed your name back. But thank you for that tier 1 sub. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, all this text is here, so I don't know what happened there. No longer ice cream soup. I mean, ice cream soup is just melted ice cream, right? Our checkpoint system still works. So I'm really confused. No, it's hot ice cream. Hot ice cream. How is hot ice cream not melted ice cream? What is going on here? I think the logic of queuing things up is fine. Add behavior last. Add behavior last. So it should always just be queuing up. Ice cream would be much more soupy than goopy in a hot state. I feel like you know a lot about melted ice cream. So when it displays the thing on the screen, it removes it from the list and then tries to grab the next element from the list. It grabs the next element from the list. Okay, so first off, this sequence I don't think is good enough. Event 2 needs to activate this, or event 1. Here activates these two, and then event 2 activates this. Get rid of those. I think this might be why the first one doesn't show up correctly. Does the goopiness depend upon the contents of said ice cream? Like an ice cream that is just the ice cream would be soupy, but an ice cream with chunks of cookies and caramel and fudge in it would be more goopy. Yes. But at the same time, it depends on how hot it is, right? So the caramel and the fudge is going to get soupy if it gets hot enough too. The cookies might just burn.
Sunrise creeping, but my spirit's still strong. No time for regrets. I've been chasing this too long. When the noise in my head tries to bury me again, I'll remember this.
Actually, you know what?
Rise above the din. I'm breaking through midnight. Meltdown turning into light.
I don't think I need to do this. Let me put this back. Activates that. This activates that one. I'm just going to delete that. Delete that altogether.
I keep on coding till I get it right.
I think every time that this list is updated, we're just going to activate this gate. More of the stories don't microwave your ice cream, but you can deep fry your ice cream. So every time the list is updated, it'll trigger this gate. If the gate's open, it'll go through. I think this will probably fix our first item issue. When it adds it, it will remove that one from there. And then trigger the logic to grab the next one. See if that makes any difference. Still getting index out of bounds on that first one. I don't know why. And it seems to start after that. Yeah, 2 index out of bounds when it removed the thing. Which I think makes... Why did I get 2 index out of bounds? Did I do something silly here? No. Subtracts those.
Pizza boxes scattered round, scribbles in the margins, I just swirling faster than the coffee that's dissolving. 3 a.m. again, eyes are wired to my screen. Gotta get these thoughts out, feed the frantic pop punk dream.
These are the times that I wish I could just see the logic as code, because there's clearly some disconnect with my queuing system here. But I'm not sure what it is. I think I have too many things triggering this. I also think that this is creating a kind of a race condition. Alright, let's not do that. Let's just grab these guys. Move them out here. And we'll do this on a sequence, because I think this is maybe part of it. Is the booleans aren't being set by the time the next thing is coming through. So sequence 1 is this, sequence 2 is that, sequence 1 is this, sequence 2 is that. And then this goes away. Can't I get that line? And this activates this. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Activate that. Get rid of that, get rid of that, and activate that. All of these should be the trues, and all of these should be the falses. Piece all that back together in there. Let's see. I don't understand why I'm still getting an index out of bounds on the first one. It's sort of working. quite. So why is this first one? I guess let's just start from the beginning. The first one gives us an index out of bounds, which it shouldn't. It's the very first thing that goes in there, right? We're adding the element to the list. And then when the list gets updated, we're triggering the get item. Now these are not 0 indexed lists, they're 1 indexed lists. So we get the item at index 1, and it's telling me index out of bounds when it's firing right after we added something to it. It's not coming from the remove. It's got to be coming from the get, because that's the only one that I got the log on. It's passing the value. So instead of doing this, let's just do this directly for both of these. Then right now, nothing is triggering this gate. Just a couple things are triggering to grab the next item. This gate's not doing anything. Let's just get rid of that. So item gets added to the list. Then we get that, whatever the first item is. We run it through this, so it'll find, just say the first one that comes through, okay? It'll come up here, it'll get assigned this text node, this trigger will show it, and you come back and say, hey, remove that item from the list. It removes it from the list. Which activates this, the list again, which should activate this again, which means I don't need this to reactivate that. So this just needs to remove. So that might have been why I was getting multiple index out of bounds. Now the only thing here is this is coming off of the delays, right? So when it goes away, it's going to check for if there's another item to show. Let's see what this does. Okay, first one I'm still getting index out of bounds. I don't know why. I think all four up there, all four go away. They all went away, but I'm still getting index out of bounds, even when I'm queuing some up. So what that makes me think is, let's do, we're gonna get a little crazy here on our testing. Let's get in here. Instead of this, what we're gonna do is add on game start, send this. We're gonna add one every time. Let me get a string concatenation. When this gets updated, if we do this on game start, we're gonna just do like this. Can we do number to string? We're just not even going to do this. We're just going to put this in here, like so. The number on it. Activate that. Push that in there. Update value. That works, right? It should give us an incrementing number, so it's not the same log that's showing the whole time. 1, 2, 3. Five, 6, 7, 8. So there's definitely items getting missed. UI text string saved.
Triumph in the coding, see the fire. Found my way through the darkness, now the morning gleams.
How is
Every sleepless night has shaped my day, bucking dreams.
this trigger is what triggers that value and that color.
Under flickering lights, chasing every bug. Lines of code entangled, feeling like a tug. Deep
So these logs, the simple UI text string saved,
distant pain.
should not be happening.
Inside me that won't let go. A vision in the darkness starting to show. I keep pushing forward, eyes fixed on the prize. Believing in the moment when the breakthrough lies.
This should be setting this boolean to false, so this shouldn't be going through. Let me grab the log here.
Sweat and tears on every key. The journey's been long. Facing down the doubts, proving I belong. Each successful run a testament to my fight. Turning sleepless nights into radiant light.
In the silence of creation, I found my strength. Through every hurdle faced,
This doesn't make any sense because if all of these are filled, none of these should be getting activated.
a milestone achieved, overcoming fear. Finally, it compiles everything
Which looks right. But if I'm getting logs that the UI is being updated, still don't know why this first one I hit is out of bounds.
rising from the shadows, answering the calls, celebrating every victory, every climb. This breakthrough build marking
Okay, so it skips 7.
it compiles everything aligns. A breakthrough build, crossing all the lines.
So I feel like I'm getting no available slots. I feel like it's removing them from the list somehow. But it shouldn't be. No available slots means that all of these branch nodes were false. Which comes from here. It doesn't do anything with that.
We built our dreams. Now they come alive. With every line perfected, we continue to thrive. Stepping up from the shadows, now I'm in the light. Guiding through the chaos, interviews and late night talks, mentoring the crew, balancing the pressure with everything I do. Questions in my mind, am I enough to guide? Watching every move, feeling all the tide. But there's a spark inside that won't let me retreat. I've got to find my foot. Make this journey complete. Taking the lead.
Let me take a look over here.
Together we'll conquer. Let our strengths collide.
I'm doing a very similar thing
Our hearts remain
here.
strong in this unified team where we all belong.
So I get all the list elements. I display them as text. It's a slightly different because I'm showing everything at the same time.
Sometimes I wonder what it all really means.
I guess it's the same thing.
In the silence of the night, doubts try to creep in, but together we
Then when the 8-second delay
step we take, we grow and
comes out,
fire of leadership, our passions burn. Taking the lead, standing by your side. Together we'll conquer, let our strengths collide. Though doubts may linger, our hearts remain strong.
I'm just removing from each list item. And here,
Rising above the fears, tearing
instead of doing the index out of bounds, I'm getting the list length,
courage, united we stand, building something greater, hand in hand. Taking the lead, standing
which triggers this branch. If it's false, it triggers this dialogue finished. And if it's true, it goes back and re-triggers get the next items. So I think probably what I need to do here is I need to go back to this. The add and the remove of the list needs to be separate from the cycle that iterates through the list. Otherwise, I think that causes problems.
Every line I write feels like a gamble I can't afford. Echoes in my mind insist I'm faking every chord. I see the others shining, feel I'm stuck in the shade. My confidence is fragile, trapped under this masquerade.
So adding and removing from the list, handled here.
Every move, it's a knot beneath my skin. Imposter words constrict me. Oh, where do I begin? But something stirs inside me, a spark that won't be quelled. I'm on the edge of breaking free. It's time to face myself.
tearing down walls of
So then let me just take a look over here. So I'm doing a very similar thing.
stronger than I realize.
Add dialogue.
Standing tall, unstoppable.
I put this delay. I am doing
I gave my
the thing with the gate,
let them shout
right?
inside my brain. But now I've caught the lie. I won't bow to that refrain. These skills weren't born from chance. I've earned each stride I take. My quiet soul roars louder when I know what's at stake.
Your hidden strength is waiting where you thought that you were weak. Trust in your foundation,
Um, so let's do the 2 sequences here. I don't remember why I put that delay in there, but I think maybe it had something to do with making sure the events here propagated completely. So let's go ahead and do that here too. So I should have this. Filling the list should be good. Event 2 here, we'll just activate this. We'll just activate this every time anything gets added to the list. Anything. We will also going to put this in over here. I'll activate this anytime anything gets removed from the list. And then I don't think we need any of those. I may be wrong on that. But anytime anything's added to the list or removed from the list, we trigger this logic to display it. If it can't be displayed, we should just get down here to no available slots, but it should still be on the list. Which means when one of these finishes and removes the item from the list, it should pick up the next thing on the list. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Our first one showed up, so we did fix the issue with the first one. Right there we have no available slots, even though there are definitely available slots. 19, 20, 21. Clicked it a couple more times. And it is not. I'm still getting an index out of bounds log in there. Which doesn't make any sense.
in dopamine rush. Paper dreams, pixelated lush. Twitch, flame, burning bright. Game dev till the dead of night. Funnels rolling like thunder. In the game we all wander. Lines of code shaping worlds unseen. Pixels born from fever dreams. Control S keeps the heart alive. Every line makes the
Why am I getting that index out of bounds when it's actually displaying the thing?
reflections of a digital right. Bit by bit battle the bugs. Crash and burn. Coffee chug. Shearing crowds through the screen. Virtual applause lacks no sheen. Every follow fuels the plight. Building worlds out of the night.
I feel like something is just out of sync here.
Burning bright, game dev till the dead of night. Follows rolling like thunder. In the game we all wander. Switch, flame, burning bright. Game dev till the dead of night. Follows rolling like thunder. In the game we all wander. Lines of code shaping worlds unseen.
What is out of sync? I feel like my remove by index is possibly getting called more frequently than it should. So, see if that's true. Remove. I don't know which one of these is which. Remove color. I wish all these UI nodes didn't spam like info logs in here that I can't hide. I think that's a little silly. Okay. Remove text, remove color, index out of bounds. Remove text, remove color, index out of bounds. What happened to all the other ones? Okay, so what we're gonna do here is Not that.
We are not enslaved with grit and wisdom, so much we've braved. Every function saved, we feel more engraved.
We are going to delete all of those. All right, Trench. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. I actually am not sure if I will be streaming on Saturday. I have to make a trip to the airport Saturday morning to drop somebody off. And I haven't decided if I'm just going to do a late stream or no stream. So it won't be at the normal time Saturday. Might not be at all Saturday. We'll see. But yeah, if I don't see you on Saturday, have a good weekend. So we're gonna work through this with just one thing. I think trying to show multiples is what's throwing off the logic right now. And I think what I need to happen take an item. I need it to remove the item. Which it's doing. But when it removes an item, I don't think I need it to trigger for the next one. Maybe I had this right before. When it goes away is when it needs to trigger for the next one. It's this one. Let's just get rid of that log.
No more spiraling inside. The fix is found and I'm finally alive.
Nothing. No available slots, no available slots. Remove text, remove color. Nothing. Remove text, remove color. So 5 and 6, the logs are showing for that cycling through. But it's not displaying. Why is it not displaying?
screen we're glowing in its light. From epic fails to genius hacks, the laughter never ends. This high school coding club became our secret band of friends. We scribble code like diaries, forging our own way. Rewinding lines and errors, we'll fix them all someday. And in each silly prank, there's a spark that keeps us strong. A faith that we can build the world we've dreamed of all along. Hey, we're gonna code our dreams unbreakable at heart. Remember silly pranks and glitches shining like our art. Though the screens are cracked and time's moving fast, we'll hold these memories tight, these coding dreams will last. Now we're older, but these moments still ignite our souls. The battered laptops,
So strange that I'm getting the logs for it to happen,
every snippet
but it's just not happening.
in our mind. A testament to how we never left that spark behind. Now we're older, but these moments still ignite our
1,
souls.
2,
The laughter, the stories we told. Every snippet
3.
of code still glimmers in
Okay, so there was some weird
to how we never left that spark
thing trying to do everything so instantly.
code our dreams unbreakable at heart. Remember silly pranks and glitches shining like our art. Though the screens are cracked and time's moving fast,
So those should be queued up and showing.
these coding dreams will last. Our high school hallways fade, but our future's burning bright. We'll code the next horizon like we did late every night.
So now, I say now, but probably on the next stream. It is getting close to that time. I need to take this logic that's working for 1 and just make it work for the 4 different slots.
Endless lines of code, but something's always wrong. Missing brackets, stray semicolons all night long. Each error feels like a shadow.
Just trying to think if that's going to be a problem.
In the darkness, nowhere left to hide.
If that's going to be a problem to just duplicate what I got.
Every missed symbol, another doubt inside. Questioning my skills, fighting with my pride. But deep down there's a fire that won't let me give in. I've got to push through the chaos, find where I begin. Syntax struggles tearing me apart, but I hold on to the spark within my heart. Through the frustration and the endless fight
These out here so I have some space to work with.
in the light.
Alright, so the only thing here, this false,
Coffee cup,
is to activate the next one down the chain like that.
every mistake like a drop of rain. But each fix brings me closer to the perfect run, turning every failure into something I've won.
Just needs to come through and set all of those. Well, this one needs to set all of these colors.
Every hurdle faced, I go to any length.
Then this delay needs to come back,
Break through the night with
activate each one of these.
I embrace the fight. Syntax struggles tearing me apart, but I hold on to the spark within.
Then each one of these triggers
Frustration and the endless fight. I keep coding on.
needs to come over here, activate this.
Breaking through the barrier
False will go on there.
doubt.
Embracing every moment.
Oh, wait. Wait. Wait.
Smash these walls of frustration. Our spirits ignite. Pushing through the struggles, turning darkness
I need, so I copied all of these simple UIs. I need 50, 0, and then top padding 50 there. Space them all out. So they're not all just on top of each other. So it's kind of working, but it's skipping numbers. Add things too quickly, it skips. But if I don't spam it, it works. So yeah, if I just do like this, that actually worked. It got all of those there. So I think I might just need to clean up that loop that displays these a little bit. Right now, realistically, it should be triggered. It gets triggered every time I press. So every time anything gets added to the queue. But realistically, adding something to the queue should only trigger it, or should only trigger the display logic if it's the first item being added to an empty list. If it's not the first item being added to an empty list, then the display logic should just kind of be in like a queue processing state that handles reading it. And just adding an item to the list kicks off that process, and that just runs until the list is empty. And then the next time something new is added, once the list is empty, it starts that process again. So I think that's what I gotta do. I'm pretty sure that's what I was doing over here. That's the whole purpose of this gate. So in our next stream, we're gonna look at just cleaning that up a bit, but it does look like it's working. So we'll clean up that little bit so it doesn't, or so it just so it works all the time. And then that's gonna get rid of some of this stuff. We'll clean that up, and then we'll have, I think, our inventory system in place, our dialogue system in place, and our event log system in place, which hopefully is all of the things that we need just UI wise for this game. Well, then we can finally get started on making actual things the users can do now, or the players can do. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not sure if there's going to be a stream on Saturday, because I do have to make an airport run right at the normal stream time. And the airport's like an hour away, so it's like a 2 to 2.5 hour trip to get to and from the airport. So I'll work with I'll try to let everyone know what I'm gonna do once I figure that out, if I'm gonna just stream later in the day, or I might just not stream at all on Saturday. But if I don't stream on Saturday, I'll be back on Tuesday, and we're just gonna keep working on Aether Ridge here. We're all coming back so we can learn things. I hope so. I hope you all are learning something from my struggles. But yeah, I'll see you all either Saturday or Tuesday, but I'll also be in the Discord throughout. So it's not like I'll be completely out of reach. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks again for all those subs today. I think we got 4. 5 subs and Trench with those bits. So yeah, thanks everyone for all the support, and I will see you all in the next stream. Have a good weekend if I don't see you on Saturday. Bye!